Hey guys, this is Ryan from On Mission, and today I'm in another collaboration. This one is again hosted by Ingrid over at the Ingrid Chronicles, and this is another Thanksgiving one, but it's a little different. This one is just a plain old Thanksgiving collaboration, so there's a little bit of food, a little bit of thankfulness, all that kind of stuff. Again, sorry for the lighting, daylight savings time, and these gloomy days are just getting the best of me, so I don't know, maybe I need to invest in like one of those fancy ring lights or something, but um, it is what it is. So that's also why I'm sitting in my kitchen, by the way, and you get to stare at my kids' artwork and stuff on the fridge. So this was the best lighting I could find in the house. Um, so I will link Ingrid's channel down below. Be sure to check that out. And I will also link the playlist of all the other moms who have joined in this collaboration, and you can see how they answered these 10 questions. So, number one, we have, what is the most popular Thanksgiving side dish in your opinion? Um, it says side dish, so turkey's out. I would say mashed potatoes. Don't most people have mashed potatoes on Thanksgiving? I don't know. That's what I would think. Number two, what is a typical Thanksgiving dinner for you? This year, my typical is changing a little bit. My parents have moved out of state, so my Thanksgiving gathering has dwindled quite a bit because I have siblings that are going to go visit them on Thanksgiving, and I'm not able to. So we're not going to be able to do the whole big layout like we usually do. Um, just a bit of background in my childhood and up until just recently, all of my holidays were really big deals, like lots and lots of people. So we could have every different type of anything you could ever want, and it would all get eaten. So, but now that I'm hosting my in laws and we won't have a very large group, I'm not able to make everything because otherwise we would just have lots of wasted food. So I'm going to give you what up until this year was our typical Thanksgiving dinner. And of course, the turkey, the mashed potatoes, my grandma's noodles. That's like a big staple in our family. You make them the night before and let them dry overnight and then cook them the next day. Green bean casserole, sweet potatoes. Of course, there's always the big debate on whether you candy them and do the marshmallows and all that stuff, which I do not like that kind. Or if you just do the true blue sweet potatoes, just mashed sweet potatoes, and that is how I love them. Stuffing, cranberry sauce, and then all the pies, of course, pumpkin pie, apple pie. And then we're really big on appetizers in my family. Like we like to graze all of Thanksgiving Day. And so we would always do like a veggie tray beforehand. And I was like the appetizer queen for the longest time. That's kind of what I did. So we'd have a veggie tray. We would have Triscuit dip, which I will talk about later. We would have stuffed celery, which was the cream cheese with the French onion soup mix blended into it, put in the celery. And then we would have taco dip, or some people call it 7-layer dip. I know those don't really sound like Thanksgiving, but it's just what we've always done. Number three, if you made a menu of all your favorite foods, what would it be? Well, this is going to sound like it doesn't match at all because it doesn't. But if we're just talking like one big gluttonous feast of all my favorites, here's what it would be. Thai, pretty much anything Thai. I like curry. I love pad Thai. I love all the noodle dishes and the stir fry dishes. Like Thai is my thing. Sushi, gyros. So we have like Thai and Greek here, Asian and Greek. And then, so Thai, sushi, and Greek would definitely be there. And then there would be carrot cake and cheesecake for dessert. And then there would be all of the coffee and Coke that I could take. I really try not to drink Coke anymore, but it's definitely my weakness. So that would be my big gluttonous favorite food feast. Number four, if you could pick only one Thanksgiving staple, what would it be? Stuffing, hands down. I love me some stuffing, and I am not picky. The only stuffing that I've ever had that I would not eat is oyster stuffing, or oyster dressing, as some people call it. I have one side of my family who makes that, and it makes me gag. So, but other than that, unless it's just like way too soupy or way too dry, like I like it all. It's good. I don't care if it's stovetop boxed stuff or if it's some fancy homemade stuff. I'll eat it all. Number 5, what are your Thanksgiving traditions? We always watch the football game. Typically after dinner, like I said, this year's going to be a little different. I don't know if we'll get to do this, but we love to play cards. And Thanksgiving morning, we definitely watch the Thanksgiving Day parade while I am prepping food. And then after Thanksgiving, and we've cleaned up, this year we're having it at my house, so as soon as everyone leaves and everything, we will start decorating for Christmas. And we won't necessarily get our tree that day, but just start thinking about decorating for Christmas. So that's exciting. Number 6, if you could make a new tradition, what would it be? I would like to get my boys in the kitchen more. And I know I could at the ages they are now, at least the 2 older boys, they're 6 and 8. And I hope this year to kind of let them help a little more. But I'm excited to hopefully have them like actually standing beside me, like me not directing them just like pitching in. So, I mean, hopefully someday to cook with my kids would be fun. And this year, we kind of did this the last couple years, but I want to start ending Thanksgiving with a Christmas movie. And typically, I want that movie to be Miracle on 34th Street, because that's actually more of a Thanksgiving movie because it starts on the Thanksgiving Day parade. And then, anyway, so I kind of want to start watching that every Thanksgiving night. And then also, we always talk about what we're thankful for this time of year, but I would like to, around the dinner table, have everyone say why they're thankful for the people that are there. And not just, oh, I'm thankful for you guys, but actually explain, why they're thankful for them and the things that they appreciate about them. Number 7, what are your 3 Thanksgiving favorites, such as decor, recipes, fashion, etc.? I didn't realize it said 3. So for decor, I put pumpkins out starting late September, early October, and I just keep those up throughout Thanksgiving. I don't do like Halloween decorations and then Thanksgiving decorations. So my pumpkins, I guess, is my thing. This year I've made these little guys, and I'm in the middle of making a larger green one to go with the 3, to make a set of 3. And those right now are my current faves. Let's see. Oh, my other 2 favorites. So the Triscuit dip that I said I was going to tell you about. This is something that actually used to be an Easter and Thanksgiving thing for my family. One of my great aunts used to have it at her house every Easter, and it would get devoured every time. And then I took over making it for Thanksgiving, and sometimes we'll have it on Easter too, but typically we just have it on Thanksgiving, sometimes Christmas. But it is cream cheese, and then over it, you've seen like where you put the block of cream cheese and then you pour like the hot pepper jelly over it. It's the same premise, except instead of just buying a already made up jelly, you combine apple jelly, pineapple preserves, and horseradish. And we put a lot of horseradish, and it's not the horseradish sauce, it's like the actual horseradish. So it's pretty spicy, but it's still really sweet. And then pepper and ground mustard. Mix that up, pour it over your cream cheese, and then eat it with Triscuits. It's so good. So good. So this year, since I'm not going to be with my side of the family, I probably won't make that for Thanksgiving Day, but I'm planning a couple days before Thanksgiving, like on the Sunday before, just having some of those things that I won't get to make on Thanksgiving, just having like a little smorgasbord of those things to watch football with. So I'll still get to have my Triscuit dip. For my 3rd favorite, I don't really have anything Thanksgiving specific as far as fashion goes. I really love to listen, and I mentioned this in another collab, but I really love to listen to my like croonery type music around this time of year. So while I'm cooking, I'll have that playing along with the parade in the living room. Um, and I don't know, it just like feels homey and puts me in the mood to cook and to do all the Thanksgiving things. So I'd say that's my third favorite thing. Number 8, what is the most valuable lesson you learned this year? This year, I've really learned Proverbs 19:21, which is, "Many are the plans in the mind of a man, but it is the purpose of the Lord that will stand." And we've not had anything big or dramatic really this year go on. I mean, a couple kind of serious things, um, but just, I am a scheduled, planned out person, and that's great and can be a huge help to a family. But, God sometimes has other plans, and we've got to learn to roll with those and be flexible and be available to those around us, even if it impedes on what we had planned to do the day, or um, whether, we had planned to do this, and this with our school year, and God throws a wrench in and says, actually, I would like you to do this, and this, which we've had some of that go on too. And, you know, not only do I have to learn to be flexible, but I have to just learn that God knows better than I do. And my goal in life is not to make myself comfortable and happy. My goal in life is to honor and glorify Him in all that I say and do. And so if He sees that things need to go a different way, then I've just got to bend and let Him have His way. So hopefully I have truly learned that lesson, and will do better in that in the future. Number 9, how do you stay focused on gratitude throughout the year? I liked this question because it's so easy. Oh, it's Thanksgiving. Let's everyone talk about being thankful. But are we the rest of the year? Especially in our nation where we're just kind of given anything and everything that we want to a certain extent. Things are just easy here, so it's easy to not be thankful. But how I stay focused on gratitude is simply by being devoted to prayer. If I simply can't go to God in prayer and not be thankful. Because when you have good theology and you know, or you're beginning to know, because none of us truly know with unveiled eyes who God is, but when you begin to understand who God is and what your sin is and who you are as a sinner, there's no other response than to be thankful, to have full on gratitude for what He's done, and not just what He's provided you with, and not just how He's protected you and whatever, but just the fact that, He has redeemed me, and I was, not worthy even a little bit. And He's a good, great, and holy God who knows no sin, and yet He welcomed me in. So when you look at the world through those eyes, which prayer makes me look at the world through those eyes, you can't help but be thankful. Number 10, besides God, family, and friends, list 3 things you're grateful for. I would have to say God's provision. And I know like that's part of God, but everything's part of God, all the good things anyway. But just, it's so easy, kind of piggybacking off of my last question, it's so easy to look around and think, wow, my life would be easier if I had what they have. If my house was just a little bit bigger, if our paycheck was just a little bit bigger, if I had a little less responsibility, if I had a little bit of this opportunity that this person's getting, if I could just do a little bit of this, I would be happy. But it's so just amazing to me that when you really take a step back and see, God has always provided, and us wanting more and not being pleased with what we have is not of God. And, I've never, the Bible says I've never seen His children hungry and begging for bread. Like, God takes care of his people. And um, it doesn't matter, you know, it's so easy when we're in social media, especially. I'm on YouTube all the time, posting these videos and encouraging other um, creators and participating in different things. It's so easy to look at other people's lives and just be like, wow, I wish I had whatever. Um, but when we do that, we forget, oh, wait, God's provided for me. Um, we've always made it. We've always, sometimes we've barely made it, but He's always taking care of us. And we just really neglect to remember that sometimes. And then lastly, I know it says besides God, family, and friends, but I'm going to kind of like expound on friends. Um, I just, I'm thankful for the people that are in your corner who are always in your corner. It's not a seasonal thing. I'm just thinking of a couple people in particular. I don't make friends easily. I don't have a ton of friends. I have a lot of acquaintances who I am, you know, I'm happy to be around them, and um, I kind of help them out when I can and they help me out when they can, things like that. But as far as true friends, I don't have that many. Um, but the ones that I do have, I am just so thankful that no matter where I'm at, um, physically, spiritually, emotionally, they're there. And it doesn't matter if life has kind of gotten in the way and we've been neglecting investing in our friendship. I can simply shoot them a text or call them or whatever, and they're there um, to pray with me or to help me in some way. Um, or if I'm just like, I need to go get coffee, someone come with me. They're always there and available and ready to help. And I'm just so thankful. I mean, yes, for them, but since it says I can't say I'm thankful for my friends, um, I'm just thankful for people who are there day in and day out in every season of life. So those are my 10 answers. Again, please check out the playlist below to see how the other mamas answered these. And if you would like to participate, go right ahead. Either make your own video or comment down below on your answer to these questions. And I thank you so much for watching, and I hope that you have a great, happy Thanksgiving, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.